Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Miss Event Planner, a channel dedicated to inspiring the party planner in you and those who wish to make it their career. So today's video is going to be a response to one of your questions in the comment section. I know you guys are loving the videos that we did last week about client communication and client conflict, and this is a comment in response to one of those videos. If you haven't checked them out already, they will be linked in the iCard and in the description box. So I thought I would just go to my comment section and see if I could help you guys out with any of the questions that you are having about your clients. So the subscriber comment reads, I'm having an issue with my client. They've had my agreement and invoice for 3 weeks and have not paid yet. They keep telling me they will, but they still haven't. At this point, I don't even want the event because they are so unresponsive. What's the best way to get out of this? So this is an amazing question. I know a lot of you guys have dealt with this, and it's really simple how to move forward with this. So first, I'm just gonna start by saying, I wanna hear your guys' opinions. I wanna hear what you guys think about this question. What would you guys do if you were in this situation, if the client did this to you? Let me know down in the comments. I wanna hear everything you guys have to say. And I know Ashley, our subscriber, would appreciate a different perspective on the situation. So it'll be fun to read. Now, let's go over a couple reasons why the client may not have made the payment yet after 3 weeks. Number one, and the most obvious reason, is that the client cannot afford you or your rates, or may just not have enough money to afford a planner in general after getting a quote from you. Number two, they're not actually sure whether they want to move forward with their event or not. It might not be 100% confirmed. They might have just kind of been thinking about it, but not sure if they are actually going to commit to the event yet. Now, number three, and what's oftentimes is the reason as well, is that they may just be shopping around for planners or decorators and trying to see the pricing rates and see who they can get the best deal with or who they can get the lowest price from for the most services. Now, for argument's sake, let's just pretend like we don't know if Ashley would like to proceed or not and kind of go over some of the variables. Let's say, for instance, Ashley's client is booking a wedding. Maybe it's a year out and it requires a very large deposit. Now, in this instance, I wouldn't be too worried about her not signing anything over or sending anything over, because not everyone can commit to such a momentous occasion so quickly, right? Some people need a little bit more time. And people may not be able to afford the cost of a wedding, but it doesn't mean that they won't be able to pay for it. Oftentimes, family members will pitch in, so they may just be waiting to confirm some things like dates, schedules, family vacations, the venue, who's going to be paying for what, or they may just be gathering their finances in general for such an expensive occasion, right? It's not like a birthday party. A wedding costs thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's a really big undertaking for somebody if they're not in a certain income bracket. So you need to be aware of that as well, depending on your client market. In this instance, you may just want to have a follow-up phone consultation with your client and kind of see where their head's at and what the holdup is before you decide to jump ship. If it's an event that's near or requires less than $500 to put down, or you kind of get the idea that they're concerned about money in general, then that may be a red flag warning that you don't want to ignore. But a couple things to remember when working with potential clients. Number one, the energy that you have going into a client booking is probably the same energy that's going to be maintained throughout the entire process and relationship with that particular client. So if you're already frustrated off the bat going into the booking before you have even booked the client, then it's likely that that frustration is going to carry through in the entire process. It's likely that you're going to have the same issues that you had in the beginning going through the process. That can negatively affect your attitude towards your client and just the event in general, and that's not something that you guys want. Number two, trust your red flags. That's your intuition telling you that this may not be the best fit, and don't let the idea of a particular client or a theme or a certain amount of money lead you into a toxic booking. Because in the end, you are going to come out in the negative in some way, whether that be your energy, whether that be your finances, or whether that just be your sanity. So if you decided after all of this that you do want to get out now, luckily for you, Ashley, and anybody else in this situation, that technically you're not into anything yet. So they haven't dropped the deposit, they haven't signed the agreement, so you have absolutely no ties to them at this point. So in my eyes, you have three options. Number one is that you can kind of let them know that you have people inquiring for their specific date and see if that kind of lights a fire under them to pull the trigger and go ahead and confirm their date and drop their deposit. So just letting them know that you have interest for the date that they want, and so if somebody books that they're not going to get that specific date, that might kind of help them decide whether they want to book right now or not, in case they're kind of on the fence. Number two, you can just let them know that that quote and that agreement that you provided is only valid for a specific amount of time, whether you say that that amount of time has passed or you want to give them an extra week just to kind of give them another chance to decide. That's completely up to you, and let them know that you're going to have to do another price quote, or there's going to be different terms if they want to proceed moving forward again. Number three, and what I would just highly recommend, is just to politely contact them and let them know that you just don't feel that you're the best fit for them anymore at this point in time due to communication reasons, and for that reason you would like to wish them the best of luck moving forward on their event, but you're gonna bow out of this client relationship. You can even send them a couple references of some of your competitors, or if you have any planner friends you'd like to push them off to, and then wash your hands of it and move on. You guys remember, there will always be another party, there will always be another client, and there will always be another opportunity. If you like this video and want to watch more on client communication or client conflict, make sure to stay to the end of this video and click one of the recommended videos on the end screen, and they will be correlated to this topic. All right, thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you in another video.